Green Man! 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 Holy YouTube video, Green Man!
Hey, it's me again, and I've got loads of new books to show you. They're old books, but they're new to me. Basically, if you might have seen it in a previous video, I've got a mate in a death metal band called Gore Shriek. I've known him for a long time, back in his old band called Bub. His name's Vik Bub. But his first name band was called Bub, after the zombie from Dawn of the Dead, the original Dawn of the Dead movie, you know, the one who totes guns. And when they're in an underground bunker, like a military bunker underground, and yeah, if you know the movie, you know the movie. If you don't, you don't. But anyway, he's given me all of his old books, all of his old comics he's given to me. So far I've got 2 massive bags worth. I've just struggled these home. Oh yeah! There's one full of comics. I've not had a chance to go through them in great depth at all. Here's the other one. Full of comics. Oh, these are right heavy as well. I had to get them all the way of my girlfriend's. But he carried them all the way from Catford to Forest Hill for me on Sunday. And yeah, so I'm really grateful. And I was just said to him, I'll meet up with you, I'll have a look at your comics and make you an offer if you're interested. And he just said, no mate, you have them mate, don't worry about it. They're not, I don't think there's even they're worth money. So you have them. And I'm like, yes please. So yeah, what I'm going to do, I'm going to go through possibly one whole bag today. And there's more to come, you know, when he gets around to be able to drop them off. And at the end of the going through the comics, I'm going to play you one of his tracks. So this is for real death metal grind. So it probably won't be your cup of tea, but if it is your cup of tea, and I know there are a couple of heavy metal comic creators on YouTube, because like me, I discovered a couple on there myself. But yeah, check it. Stick around and listen to one of the tracks afterwards if you're interested. But in the meanwhile, let's have a look at some of these books. Okay, now I'm certain there's going to be a lot of stuff that I've already got in this pile. Right, Ghost Rider I collected for a fair bit at this run, but I think this might be after the one that I've got. I can't remember if I carried on collecting that or if I stopped at one point. I think that might be a later one. Right, this Batman one I definitely recognise. He said they're not all in great condition because they've got no covers or boards or you know, anything like that. But you know, I know that one's recognisable. I know I've got that one, I'm sure. So a lot of it is going to be stuff I've already got. And what I'll do, that one I've already got, I highlighted it in a buy I did recently. And I already had that already before that, so I've got a triplicate of it. Right, this one I've got the full run of. So there's going to be a lot of stuff that here, because he's like a little bit younger than me, but I'm pretty sure the range that he was buying in is probably very similar to the range that I was buying in. So there's going to be a lot of stuff I've already got. That one I know I've already got. Possibly not this one, I don't think I've got this one. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to eBay or sell to any of you guys. If you guys are interested in any of this stuff, you want to make a deal, get in touch, and you know, we'll see what we can do. And I'm going to basically save up everything that I managed to make from any sales I do make, and I'm going to buy him something with, you know, some of the proceeds, like probably half. I'll buy him because he had to get rid of his comic books. He's got loads of different collections of stuff, and he decided he had to concentrate on just his one main love, which is horror, basically horror stories, horror book, you know, not basically book, but horror films mainly, old VHSs and stuff like that. In fact, we've spoken in the past, me and him, about doing a podcast together. He wants to do a horror podcast, and I'd definitely love to get in on that. I mean, I like horror, but nowhere near like in the deep and dark vein that he gets into. So I have like an idea of going over to his house, watching one of his video nasties, and then having a chat about it afterwards. We can see how badly it affects me, see if I'm traumatized by it, and we can, you know, just basically have a chat about it really. So we may get around to doing that. It'd be nice if we could. Right. It's got quite an eclectic little mix of DCs and Marvels, a few like horror-y kind of titles, a few independents. What if Wolverine battled Conan the Barbarian? I'm pretty sure I saw that in somebody's video the other day. I don't think I have that one. Laws of Dread. The Law of Dread. Just a random page of information about Man-Ape. Yeah. Taken from some kind of booklet, I'm assuming. So I've kind of put together a kind of case file of characters. Arak, Son of Thunder. Dragon Slayer. Shrieking Part 3, The Amazing Spider-Man in the Aftermath of Tragedy. That's a parody, isn't it? That's not a parody, but a based on another much older comic book. Is that some marking on the cover there? I think it's some marking there. I'm pretty sure that's not on the book, on the original cover. Some old X-Men. Don't recognise that cover, so it might be after I stopped collecting them. Or it may just be that it was a long time since I opened them that I don't recognise the covers anymore. What I might do, I might try and make these 20-minute long videos again. Marvel UK. Really not keen on that art, to be honest. I've seen that before a few times. Duke Myton. I sort of heard that name before. It's a very odd art style that he has. Some classic Dread. Nice old Booster gold cover. I've got the whole run of that, so these will be doubles. Vampirella. Now I think he told me he had the very first Vampirella from September 1969, and I told him it was worth a lot of money. So he sold that one plus a couple of other older horror comics that he had. Yeah, he got a good price from him apparently, but I was never going to be able to afford it. It's a shame. I'd like to have seen it before he actually sold it, but yeah, I never got around to actually seeing it. But this is cool actually. Some of these Ghost Riders, I'm pretty sure are from after I stopped collecting the Marvels. So a lot of these Ghost Riders, I'm pretty sure will be new to me. So that's quite cool. Yeah, I think he said a lot of the older Ghost Riders as well, which I don't have a great deal of. The original Johnny Blaze Ghost Rider. This is the what's his name? This one, something Veach, something like his name is. What's his first name? Begins with a D, I'm sure, but I can't remember. No, I could be wrong anyway. But yeah, Midnight Suns. That's a nice double-sized 50th issue. It's a nice cover. I like that one. Nice looking thing. I do remember the Midnight Sun, so maybe I do have some of these ones as well. But until I actually find them in my collection, I am not going to know. More Ghost Rider. They're not in order at all. There's a little bit of order here actually, but not massively in order. That's some pretty cool covers anyway. Itchy and Scratchy. Radioactive Man. Jeepers, my sidekick Fallout Boy is a dirty hippie. Star Wars Galaxy magazine. Another bit of classic Dread. Marvel Fanfare. I believe that's the Yellow Claw, that guy. Or is he this? Yeah, I think it's the Yellow Claw. Yeah, I'm not sure if he's used anymore because I think the character is kind of seen as a bit racist now, the way he was portrayed from a different time. Okay, X-Men Survival Guide to the Mansion. Because he was a Fu Manchu, wasn't he? He was like a kind of Fu Manchu takeoff for the Yellow Claw. Firestorm the Nuclear Man. I should have that one already. Okay, Secret Origins. Hawkman and Power Girl. That may be a new one for me. This one is definitely a new one. Not sure what way around it is. I think, is that the front there? Yeah. Rune and the Silver Surfer. The Ultraverse, Malibu Ultraverse. Shadowhawk Image Special. I do have a few early Shadowhawks. Right, Ragman. I did show off that Ragman series actually, and I'm pretty sure I had a couple of books from that one missing. So I could be lucky, and he might have them in this selection. Some more 2000 AD classic stuff. An old Batman. I think I have that one. We Who Are About to Die, Strike Force Morituri. The party's over. Karate Kid. That looks like an old one. Let me have a quick check on the date of that one. That looks old from the art. 1976, that's cool. I'm taking from the, that looks like the Karate Kid from the Legion of Superheroes. This one's got some major spine roll. Weapon X. Bit of scuffing on the cover here. Vengeance, Tigra, Man-Thing and Mr. Fantastic. Bit of stain in there as well by the looks of it. This is another one that I showed off the other day in that purchase that I did the other day. I've got that one definitely. Dragon Lance. New Titans, Mystery in Space. Sam Slade, Robo Hunter. More cool 2000 AD stuff. This one, the cover is loose. Exo Man of War Barbarian. The Amazing Spider-Man. Peter and Mary Jane Evicted. I think I might have that one already. The Adventures of Cyclops and Phoenix. Vigil. The Golden Parts. Captain America. Pretty sure I have this one. I liked this this era of Captain America was when he was really good, and I really liked him. It would be him versus like a few enemies with his shield and his fist and his boots. Diamondback was his. She was a member of the Serpent Society, who were a good bunch of villains, and she you know, she was a bad girl, but she was willing to turn good for Captain America. If only you know he'd I don't know what she wanted from him, a bit of loving, I reckon. But she was a bad girl looking for the love of a good man to turn her into a good girl. She was a nice character. I liked her. She was hot looking as well, actually. Not that important, of course. Bit of Wolverine. The Web. I do have a couple of those Impact comics. I'm not sure if I've got full runs of those though, so that might fill a little gap. The Micronauts. I used to collect Micronauts back as a lad. Fantastic Four. Now I do have a little run of Fantastic Four, and it was at the time when Ben Grimm was mutated into that more rockier looking guy, and so I may well have that one. I like fantasy film, but I've never really been, and fantasy books I've read a lot of, but I've never really been into fantasy comics, to be honest. Right, Batman Year 3, Wolfpack. I think they were a bit pants, those ones, if I recall. Okay, Robin 3, Cry of the Huntress. Pull here slowly. Not sure what that's going to do. Is that going to change the cover around? Oh yeah. Wow. Yeah, interesting. Did you see that? I'm not sure if you could actually see that. I don't remember seeing that on a comic actually. I'm sure I've got the Robin 3 series, but I don't remember seeing that cover. So maybe this is a variant or something. Definitely never seen a cover like that before. Has anyone seen that cover before? You pull here and the cover changes. That's very weird. Was it maybe that's an early? Was it lenticular? Is that the name of those kind of covers? And look, here's one I got the other day as well. Here's one I got the other day. The last Batman, I believe, before Crisis on Infinite Earths. Classic cover. Love that cover. That's a really nice one. The Rogues Gallery there. A bit of Nightfall. Yeah, there's another one that I showed off. So yeah, his run of Batman unfortunately tallies with when mine began. So they've not got any brand new ones. I've got a few more doubles though. So I was chatting to, I think, JPL Flash Comic Geekdom. He said he might be interested in picking a few of these up from me. If anybody else is interested in a transaction for some books, then don't hesitate to get in touch, because it would help pay towards a big boy book for me or something, if anyone wants any of these doubles that I've got. Okay, the Nam. I'm also open to trade as well. If you've got something you've got doubles of and you think I might be interested in it, and you want to swap them up for some stuff I've got some doubles of, then that's cool. Or if you want to just, cold hard cash. I always take cold hard cash if anyone's interested in buying some of these doubles. Alright, here's an old Ghost Rider, number 15. Pretty sure I don't have that. Hopefully there'll be a few more old Ghost Riders, because I would like to. That'd be nice to get a run of those, I've got to say. Star-Lord. Elf Quest. Yeah, it's got an interesting array of books. Some Batman, some fantasy, some 2000 AD type ones. So far, unfortunately, all the Batmans have been ones that I know I've already got. Oh, that was a stupid thing to do. I picked them up too many in one handful and one of the covers went skew with. Let's hope I've not damaged a good book. I think I did. Never mind. Stupidity. Right, now, Outsiders. Now, I know I've got some Outsiders. I don't remember if I've got a full run of this Outsiders, though. And this is Adventures of the Outsiders. Don't remember that title. But yeah, 3 nice Outsiders books there. Another thing I've noticed as well, I don't think I collected the Dark Stars. I had a few Dark Stars when they crossed over with Green Arrow, Green Lantern. Yeah. So it'd be nice if there's a run of those. That would be very cool. Some more Wolverine. It's quite thick, that book. It's got some cards inside it, Marvel cards. Silver Surfer. How are we doing for time? X-Men. Orion. Mr. T and the T-Force. Someone showed this to me. No, don't show it to me. I saw this on someone's video the other day, Mr. T and the T-Force. Sure I did. It's a Neil Adams cover. Really? Is that Neil Adams cover or just the interior art? No, it's the interior art. This covers Joe Schettino. Right, some more Batman books that I know I have got because pretty sure I already had them. Then I picked up again just recently. Right, now that run of the Outsiders, I'm sure I've got the whole lot of. Interview with a Vampire, Anne Rice. X-Men. Another one I've already got. Some Vengeance of Vampirella. Now, I haven't really got any Vampirella books, I don't think, so that's nice. Of course, Vampirella, I'd really like to get #1 because that's one of the big boy books I was saving up for. I may never bother because I'm not sure if I could. I don't think I could mentally pay 200 quid or 300 quid or whatever for a book, for one comic book. I just think, I don't know, if my brain would rebel about paying that kind of price for one book, you know. Right, Static, Collector's Edition. Pretty beat up Punisher there. Kung Lao, Mortal Kombat. That one I know I've got, I recognise that one. A collector's edition of Robin Free. Special moving cover, second reversible cover. Interesting. Battlestar Galactica. I didn't know they had a comic. Right, I think I've got this cover. And that guy, Jack of Hearts, I really like Jack of Hearts. I really love his costume. He's got just something about him. He's one of those, you know, you have characters, you don't know many of their books, but you've got a fondness for them, you know, you've got a real fondness for the character. The Spectre, now I've got the whole of that run. I'm assuming I've got Zero as well. A reprint book, I would assume. Amazing Adventures, the original X-Men. So it must be a reprint from 50 cents. What's that? 80s? Yeah, 1980. Another Vengeance of Vampirella. Some more Batman. Web of Spider-Man. Magnus Robot Fighter. The Punisher again in Maternity War. Some kind of little Ash Can mini comic from Wizard Ash. Collector's edition of Astonishing Spider-Man, #4, and lastly for this little video, Vengeance of Vampirella #18. Right, so that's 20 minutes gone. Thank you, Mr. Vik Bub of Gore Shriek, for giving me these comics. I'll be going through them for I've got a couple more videos to go at least. I've not even cleared the first bag yet. But what I'm going to do, if you like heavy metal, I'm going to play you a track by Gore Shriek now off of the Post-Apocalyptic Mutations release. I'm going to play you the first track here, Aftermath. So stick around for that.
Multiple warhead strike confirmed. Retaliatory strike on advisement.
Contact at hostile missiles heading to major U.S. population targets. Launch retaliatory missiles. All enemy targets.
Everything man remembers is gone. Everything he has achieved is forgotten. Every place he has lived has become a wasteland, desolate, barren.